Welcome. Our firm is dedicated to being your expert bridge between Asia and Europe, providing leading cross-border legal services with integrity.
Hello everyone, I'm Lawyer Bing. Today we are here to talk about the real day-to-day business reality, how to control the legal process before you sign million-dollar fundraising or joint venture deals. In my practice, I meet many executives who constantly worry about external shocks like market volatility or economic ups and downs. But let's be direct here, those external factors are completely out of our hands. What we can fully control, decide, and assess is our internal screening, the accuracy of our paperwork, and our deep understanding of the law. When a business builds a bulletproof compliance foundation from the inside, it literally holds the upper hand in any negotiation with foreign partners. And right now, in 2026, Vietnam's legal framework for foreign direct investment (FDI) has just gone through a major shift. If your management team doesn't update your playbook fast, you will easily miss a bid or set up an illegal corporate structure right from the starting line. For the longest time, whenever we need to track market access or restrictions for foreign investors, we on Air's Decree 31 from 2021 as our go-to guide. Well, as we step into 2026, the decree has officially stepped aside to make way for a brand new framework, Decree number 96 2026. The main question in here is that does this new decree open doors wider for foreign capital, or is it tightening the grip? Here is the bottom line. The core list of 25 industries that are completely closed to foreign investment remains strictly in place. The government does not compromise on sectors tied to national security, sovereignty, or essential public interest. However, the game changer here is how the authorities monitor these businesses. Look at how things work on the ground today. The government is heavily clamping down on the authenticity of accounting records and ownership structures. Licensing authorities no longer just check paperwork on the surface level before approval. Instead, they are coordinating across multiple ministries to run deep post audits. They are actively hunting down fake applications, shell companies, or nominee setups where foreign investors use local funding to bypass the law. But it's not all restrictions. On the flip side of this strict compliance check, administrative procedures have been completely modernized by technology. The widespread use of digital signatures and online filings is saving clean, compliant businesses an immense amount of time. Even better, if an FDI project brings in advanced technology or digital transformation solutions for local industries, it gets fast-tracked through the approval pipeline. So from now on, when you drop strategic advice or structured capital deals for international clients, make sure to cite the correct updated legal basis. Decree 96 2026. Now, let's look closely at the specific sectors. The open door policy here is exactly 0%. Group 1, which is media and information gathering. There is a highly protected area to maintain national information security. Foreign investors are completely barred from setting up newsrooms, television stations, radio networks, or operating general online news websites in Vietnam. If an international media group wants to distribute content here, the only legal route is through commercial partnerships, licensing content, or setting up a foreign press representative office. They cannot operate a direct media business on their own. Group 2, which is marine fishing. The legislative intent here is pure protectionism, safeguarding the marine resources and fishing grounds for local Vietnamese fishermen. Foreign-owned vessels have no right to harvest directly from Vietnamese waters. But here is where strategic consulting comes into play, because there is a very profitable bright spot that you should point out to your partners. The ban only applies to raw vaccine out at sea. If they shift their focus to downstream logistics like aquaculture or deep processing such as high-tech shrimp processing factories, the government actually rolls out the red carpet. They want foreign capital to bring in advanced technology to boost export value. By steering the foreign partner into the right processing leash, you keep the deal completely clean and profitable. Group 3, which is investigation and security services, privatized bodyguard agencies or asset protection companies funded by foreign capital cannot get a business license here. Security operations require strict background checks and heavy regulation on defensive turns. Because that only 100% domestic companies that meet the strict requirements of the Ministry of Public Security can run these operations. Group 4, which is strict state monopolies, this group exists to stabilize the macroeconomy and maintain public order. Gold bullion import and export. This is under the absolute control of the State Bank of Vietnam to manage inflation. Foreign investors cannot touch this. And lotteries and betting, this is highly restricted to prevent social fallout. Foreign capital can only access this space if they plug into massive multi-billion donor casino or horse racing complexes that require specific direct approval from the Prime Minister. And Vietnamese sports days stems. This is the symbol of national sovereignty and culture, meaning stamp production and insurance remain an exclusive state monopoly. Group 5, which is overseas labor export agencies. Any agency that sends Vietnamese workers abroad under contract must be 100% domestically owned. Foreign investors are not allowed to buy shares, fund, or joint venture in this sector, not even 1% stake. The state keeps total control here to ensure citizens' protection when workers go overseas. Group 6, which is combat gear, fireworks, and explosives manufacturing, importing, or exporting military response industry explosives or defensive gear is the ultimate red line. Even local private companies can barely touch this space, so foreign capital is completely out of the question under any circumstances. Group 7, which is judicial auxiliary services, this includes lottery, public ballots, and property auction houses. These roles carry a piece of state power to validate legal and economic transactions or execute court judgments. Legally, professionals like lotteries or auctioneers must be Vietnamese citizens who have passed strict training and appointment by the Ministry of Justice. Foreign firms cannot open independent practices in this space. Everyone, the biggest takeaway when we look at the changing FDI laws or the rollout of the Decree 96 is not about memorizing the negative lists to pass an audit. The real value lies in shifting your management mindset from defensive firefighting to proactive compliance. We should be direct in here, crossing out the gray area that violate the restricted list immediately, and guide the capital into high-tech streams, leverage digital filings to speed up your corporate setup, and demand absolute transparency regarding ultimate beneficial ownership. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in next episode.